What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming and hanging out with me again. So today my family's actually coming over for lunch and I'm going to make a taco bar. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real easy. You can do all the prep work before they show up. You can do it while they're there with their help, make it a fun family event. But it's super easy. It's only a couple of ingredients. So hey, I'm Neighbor. This is the Neighbor's Kitchen. Let's get cooking.
Alright, let's start out by chopping our onions. These happen to be sweet yellow onions. I believe that to be the correct onion for a taco bar. I'm going to go ahead by starting to halve it down the poles as if you were looking at a globe. You cut it from North Pole to South Pole and then cut the poles off like so. And you can move those aside into your discard pile and peel your skin off. Is it skin or is it paper? Is it a husk? I don't know. Go ahead and peel that off and just put it into your pile of misfit onion pieces. Like so. Set your onion aside. Go ahead and clean up your work area a little bit. Like that. There you go. Once that paper starts falling apart, it kind of gets over everything. So, now what you're going to do is cut downwards at whatever size you prefer. I like, for a taco bar, or really any kind of taco, my onions to be relatively small. So then you're going to, in a pinwheel kind of fashion, angle your blade, being careful, and cut down like that. That last little bit there can be tricky. Just be careful. And there you go. That's how you do it. Go ahead and give it a little quality assurance. Go ahead and speed this up for you guys here. Now that you get the idea, there you go. And then I got these little loaf tins at the local Family Dollar. I'm going to go ahead and shovel in my onion, just like you see me doing. If you do that, just be careful. That is a real live knife. I mean, obviously. So, there you go. Go ahead and they come with a lid. Snap a lid on there and off to the refrigerator until your guests arrive. Now we're going to go ahead and dice our tomatoes. I'm going to use Roma tomatoes today because I felt like it. You use whichever tomato is your favorite or preference or whatever you grow, whatever. And largely the same as the onions. Go ahead and slice them into whatever size pieces you prefer. And then I grab two at a time and you cut down the x-axis, flip it over, and then cut down the y-axis. And that is how you dice a tomato. Pretty easy. Go ahead and do it on your remaining slices, just the same way. There you go. Then grab another tin and shovel them in, right like so. Yep. Go ahead and finish that up for you. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Interested if you like this format any. Go ahead and comment below if you will. And if you don't mind, go ahead and like and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more Neighbor's Kitchen. Appreciate you guys very much. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and get all the tomatoes cleaned up here, put in the fridge. Going to go ahead and polish up the old workstation. And we're going to chop the lettuce now. So this is just your standard issue head of lettuce from the grocery store. It's not fresh from the backyard. So the outer layer needs discarded. It's a little, well, subpar, you might say. See? You don't want to serve that to your guests. So get rid of that. And then play basketball for a minute, I guess. And we're going to cut off where the root ball came from. Right, like so. Go ahead and discard that. And now what you've done is you've created a plane for yourself. and you're going to cut cookies out of it. Like so. See? One. Another one. Another one, also known as 3. And then just go ahead and, like you've seen me do, go down the x-axis and then kind of get it in a manageable pile. Give it a little quality control. Yep, just go through it. If you find chunks that's sliced differently, go ahead and chop them up. Put in all the work up front. That's okay. And then I do not use a loaf tin for this. I get one of the next size bigger, because lettuce, once you chop it, it somehow expands. So go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and get this done here real quick. Yep. Do another cookie. Cut off some of that. And do that. Yep. Just like so. If you're following along with me, you haven't even strained any brain muscles yet. Chop the rest of this up. Just like so. Little different style for you there. Manage it into a pile. Get another container. And into the fridge we go. Like so. Alright. Now I'm going to show you how to blacken corn. This is a phenomenal idea for your taco bar. It adds flavor, adds texture in the form of crunch. So this is a way not to dirty up a pot. If you see here, I cut a vent and then halfway across the bottom, go ahead and go to the sink, and you can drain it without dirtying up a strainer. So set a cast iron pan to medium-high heat, and then go ahead and take the rest of the lid off. Yep, just like that. Go ahead and add some avocado oil and let that warm up. The trick to blackening corn is to not put it on and let the corn warm up with the pan. You see when it looks like that, all shimmery and shiny and just a little bit smoky, that's when you're ready to go. So go ahead and put in your corn, and occasionally with a spatula or a spoon or whatever, go ahead and move it around. Let it start getting some color to it. Yep, keep on going. A few of them will start to pop, that's okay. Look at that color starting. Beautiful. Oh yeah, who doesn't like a little crunch, huh? There you go. Move it to the side, get whatever container you're going to use. And check this out. Beautiful. Go ahead and put that in the fridge. It's not the heat we're looking for, it's the texture the heat adds. Heat adds flavor. Now we're going to go ahead and cut up some cilantro. So, in the first episode, surf and turf salad for lunch, treat this just like I did the parsley. Basically, get the smaller stuff. You don't want to see the bigger stalks. You don't want that. So separate out some of the leaves and the sub stalks, maybe stems, substems. I don't know my terminology of herbs. So once you separate some of the bigger stalks, go ahead and get your knife again, and you guessed it, just chop it like you've chopped everything else. No big deal. There you go. This is the moment for your own quality control. Go ahead and check it. Yep. And then when you're ready, when you're happy, when you're satisfied, put it in to your serving bowl. I think I found those little fellas at Kroger. A 3-pack was a couple of bucks. It's kind of nice to have matching things. You don't need to, but that's my preference. And as you can see, it kind of matches my style of my kitchen. Let's go ahead and start our taco meat. I'm going to get 5 pounds of 80/20 ground beef. I got these from Carter Country Meats, shipped straight to my door. I love my subscriptions. So you will notice in the recipe in the description below, it does not say 5 pounds. It says 4. I think 4 is the correct amount of meat for this, but I wanted some leftovers. Now you're going to go ahead and take your taco seasoning, go 1 tablespoon per pound, go more or less if you like. That was actually Neighbor's Flavor. I make that. For now, since I haven't taught you how to make that, go ahead and just use your favorite taco seasoning. And you're going to let it start getting browned up. You will notice that we are in my garage right now. Because I wanted to do so much meat, I decided to pull out my Blackstone from the camper. Because I just figured that would be too much meat to try to manage in the house. And plus I have guests over. I don't want to make a huge mess. Go ahead and put in your tomato sauce. 1 can is proper for 4 pounds. I wish I had a little bit more, but I didn't want to open a can and not use all of it. So sometimes you just gotta modify. That's how it goes. Oh, look at that. It's coming up pretty nicely. That's about what we're looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the crock. And I'm gonna start adding it into there, like so. Oh, there's Sadie. She always shows up for the beef. She's less interested in lettuce and tomatoes, but when beef's a cooking, Sadie's a looking. Don't leave tomato products on your cast iron. The acid will tear up the finish, so go ahead and clean up. Don't leave that for a mess for later, because you will forget and then you'll have to re-season. Alright, I think Sadie's first in line. Check this out. Oh boy. You start here, just like at an assembly line. You grab your plate. You got some hard shells. You got some warmed soft shells. And then you get, oh, gotta look at that again. You go look at your meat. Look at that. Beautiful. That's just on keep warm. Get your lettuce with their own tongs in a nice serving tray. Your tomato, your onion, your blackened corn, your cilantro, your guacamole, cheeses, sauces, sour cream. Wonderful. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe. Stick around for next week. I'm going to show you how to make that guacamole.